who's setting the next lap time? Is it going to be another lap time for anyone else here in this qualifying session, or are they all just going to avoid? Jack has an invalidated lap, but Be Positive does not as it stands, and he is down on his lap time. Luke's had 2 laps with a toe and hasn't taken provisional pole. I don't know how that's worked, but Be Positive invalidates his lap time now. Kirazu has invalidated his lap. You don't normally see Kirazu invalidate lap times here. You obviously keep it on the circuit quite nicely. But I don't know if he's realised he has an invalidated lap, or he's just being a bit of a knob. I can't tell. Maybe he just doesn't want to give Ritty a slipstream? Question mark? As Gearsab retires from the session, knowing that he cannot set a quicker lap time than that, as he starts from P16 last. As yes, he does actually dive into the pit lane now. But Suez is the only driver on the circuit as it stands. And that means he might be on prime time to set a good lap here, because no one else can get in his way. As I say that, Kumsok comes out into the circuit from the pit lane, and so does the McLaren of Be Positive. As there's another one going out the pit lane as well, but that might be a bit of trouble for West, as they're looking like they're going to come out at the same time. And who's going to be coming out as well at the same time? It's Elite GT. That might put a little bit of problem. The Audi driver, no, Elite GT just goes straight out the way for him. Good avoiding. Brilliant there. Oh, good track limits there from Suez, as he sets the fastest Sector 1 of the session, and he's looking quite flying right now. He doesn't look like he wants to stop. Slide of the rears on the exit of the Las Vegas section. Just coming down into the back straight, as there's yellows in Sector 1, but nothing too dangerous there, as the West is the only one on a push lap right now. Everyone else is either in the pits or on their out lap, as we come near to the end of the quiz qualifying session here in GF1R in round 7. We're looking quite close to the end, but it won't be the end of the drama in qualifying, as we're going to see what time Suez will take. Will he take provisional pole? We will see in just a few moments' time, ladies and gents. He's looking quite far up on his lap time. Swings it in to the final braking zone now. Brilliant hop over the curb. Battery down. Heading up to the final corner. What time is it going to be? Swings it in. What time is he going to put down in this qualifying session? It's a 31.4 improved, but not enough to take another position. As Elite GT now is going to be your first driver to start his push lap in this session. As Kumsok is actually going to be first driver to start their push lap in the third round of laps, sorry. Kumsok is looking for a good qualifying here in the Cadillac. P7 is where he's sat right now, but he's looking like he can definitely improve on that lap, as we're going to have all of our drivers fly across the line and try and improve, as Luke is currently begging for a tow in the chat. As Kumsok sets the fastest Sector 2 of the session, he could be on a fight for pole here, as Joe Weep is looking quite comfortable as it stands, but he has 2 drivers that will be on right on his tail right now, unless OS can charge up his battery and set another lap time on those older soft compound tyres, but they might be at a good working temperature now. Now Kumsok comes around to the final corner. What time is he going to set now? Swings it in, and it is a 1:31.938. Not able to improve is the Cadillac driver's Be Positive. Comes across the line and gains time on his lap. but not enough to improve in the positions, as Sir West has an invalidated lap. He's ready to start another lap now. Coming around to the final corner, he's ready to start a new lap, but he doesn't have enough time, as that's the end of his qualifying session. And what time's it going to be for the driver approaching the line? It's a Life GT, but he's not able to set the fastest lap time of the session. But Seb Su now, he's charging to the line. What time is it going to be for the second Ferrari driver? It's a 31.4, heading up into provisional P5. As Mr. Rissy takes P8. Is that Joe Weep? Yes, it is. Joe Weep dives into the pit lane, think he doesn't need to set another lap. As Logan Ali is coming down to the final corner, what time is it going to be for him? He moves up to P2. Brilliant lap time from the Aston Martin. Good driving from him as well. As Karasu takes P2, just shy of taking that provisional pole position, as Luke West is flying into the final corner now. Is he going to be able to take pole here in Las Vegas? He took it last round, but he doesn't have enough time to take it this time here in Viva Las Vegas. As Lucas Racing, I don't think he'll have enough time to set. Will he be able to set command? No, that he is not. And that's the end of qualifying here, as Joeweep takes pole here in Las Vegas. And Karazu in P2, Logan Ali in P3, Luke, your pole sitter from last round, in P4, and Elijah GT here in P5. And I don't know why the session has not ended. Everyone has fit. Oh, we just wait for B Positive to be fully into the garage. No, we just. Yep, there we go. But yes, that is Luke in P4 as your pole sitter for today. Joeweep, a reserve, but your pole sitter for today. Brilliant driving in that Alpine car. As Karasu takes P2, as just separated by 46 thousandths on Logan Ali in P3, Luke West in P4, Light GT in P5, Level 0 in P6, Sebsu P7, so as P8, Tomsy P9, and Rissy in P10. Oh, but you still scraped out that pole position by just 46 thousandths. Joey, quite close, guys. But yes, let's double check what time are we readying up. 57, so in 3 minutes time. Now, hopefully this is not like the Division 2 race where people readied up early and got someone disqualified. Let's hopefully it's not like that. Now, before every Grand Prix, I do a little bit of self-promo. I stream nearly every single day. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming on Saturday. I hope you guys will be able to tune in there. GH051CY is my Twitch channel. I hope to see you. I hope to see you watching me commentate for other leagues as well. And I will be actually racing in the Division 2 of this league. Here on Monday in Monza. Guys, I'm scared. I'll be fine. I think. I hope. I pray. As there is no formation lap in this league, by the way, guys. No one's ready it up early. Oh my god. No one's ready it up early. Oh my god, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's happened. It's finally happened. No one's ready it up early. My god. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, that is the end of my self promo. As I do have a new Twitch intro actually, and I'm working on TikTok to get posted on the TikTok. Exact same username GH051TY on the TikTok. I hope you guys do come and join me there. Oh, as there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights here in Las Vegas. As Viva Las Vegas, and we get racing here on the Las Vegas Strip. I'm saying Las Vegas a lot, but who cares? As Luke Sully's already into P2, as it looked like there's 3 wide heading into turn 1. As Joe Karazu takes P2 back, as there's fighting heading into turn 3 now. The Audi and Aston Martin side by side still. Who's going to get the better traction? No, it's Logan Alley. Who's going to get the better rundown heading into turn 4? It looks like it is it looks like it's the Aston Martin cars. There's fighting in the back between the light GTs. A little bit of contact for the Cadillacs. As massive joist of the Cadillac of T10 Jack. Looking a little bit shaky as Joe Weep is starting to break away here from Logan Alley in that Aston Martin car. As all our drives are exiting the Las Vegas Bowl section. As look at that contact to the back from your Williams of Lucas Racing. Oh, a bit wide for Sebsu there. As all our drives are lined up in a train right now. Looks like a massive Formula 1 caterpillar. Oh, look at that fighting in the back, though. Could be 3 wide, heading down into the final braking zone of the lap. Is it going to be 3 wide? Is it going to be 2 wide? Who's going to make the move here? It looks like it's the Cadillac of Jack. Looked like a bit of track limits as there's someone in the wall. Tom Z in the wall and gets front wing damage in that Haas car. Not looking that strong now as of current. As Luke West and Sebsu are having a fight. Brilliant fight here into turn 1, heading into turn 2. It's still happening. Inside line goes to Sebsu, the quicker line to the Ferrari car as he gets better traction, but still falls behind of the Haas. As Elijah GT, the teammate of Sebsu, makes the move on the Red Bull of level 0, but he hasn't got it stuck yet. Side by side, heading into the Las Vegas Sphere section. And it looks like he gets the better traction and gets the overtake done. As most of your drivers have started on the medium compound tyre. But a handful have started on the hards. Brilliant fight from these two here in Division 1. As Joe Weep is starting to get caught now by Logan Alley. Is he going to go for the move here? Heading into the chicane of the final few corners. He's gaining quite considerably. Is he going to go for the move here? Aston Martin versus Alpine. Side by side, heading into the final braking zone. Oh, closes the door. Is Joe Weep a little bit late of closing the door, but he'll do it anyways. A little bit of spark fly up in the air from that standing. The Sebsu makes the overtake on Luke West as we're approaching the final corners. Logan Ali is looking for a move, heading to turn 1, but he just backs out, not wanting to risk it all on an early overtake here in Las Vegas. As I believe, fastest lap heads to Sebsu. I think the fastest lap did go to Sebsu. I can't tell right now, but hey ho. This is a brilliant fight to the back. Kumsok has made a double overtake. Heading into turn 4. Brilliant driving from the Cadillac to move up those positions quite rapidly. As his teammate is also having a brilliant fight at the back. Oh, Luke is racing just off and gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. A bit harsh as he did slow down. It's a massive contact and the Cadillac diving into the wall. That's no from wing damage from what I can see, but brilliant defending to try and keep it out of the barriers. There's a side-by-side between these two, and it's looking like your front runners will have a fight. It looks like it was 3 wide for just a moment there. It's Carrazzi who wants to stick a nose in. It is 3 wide, heading down into the final braking zone of the lap. Who's going to brake later, though? Who's going to deploy my battery? Logan Ali looking like he's edging a nose in front, has the inside line, turning in. Oh, Carrazzi has gone sideways and losing a bunch of positions as Logan Ali sprints into the wall and Sebsu capitalises, heading into the final corner, and so does Luke West. A brilliant driving as Joe Weep and him are side by side. Is it another 3 wide? Heading in to turn 1. Yes, it is 3 wide as Luke West is stuck between the sandwich and can't get out. As Sebsu is taking brilliant opportunity there to slice into P1. As Joe Weep is still going to have a fight with the Haas of Luke. They're still side by side heading into turn 4. Who's going to brake later? Who's going to deploy more batteries? Looking like it's Luke West. And yes, he is. He gets the overtake done to take that final podium place away from the Alpine. As Carrazzi got absolutely slaughtered on that 3-way fight. Just got slid round and went sideways. He's going to have to make a good recovery drive, and so is his teammate, who's in P10 as it stands. As Sebsu is starting to gap the field just a bit as he's gained 6 positions in this Grand Prix. Brilliant driving from the Ferrari to move all the way up there. As so has Logan Ali and Luke West gained 1 position, and Joe Weep just losing 3 after starting on pole. As your top 4 are running on the medium compound tyres, and the Lighter GT is on the hards. As I started on the hards in my Grand Prix race, but I got red front wing damage on lap 1. So we're not going to talk about that. Yay. Logan Ali does seem like he has very good straight line speed, in my opinion. He's looking quite fast on these straights, which is where he is closing into Sebsu. As Sebsu is looking to take the championship here in GF1R. He's currently a championship leader, and he might want to extend his lead as much as he can before we head into the final rounds of this league. But yeah, it's a brilliant driving so far in the Las Vegas strip. As there's the fight at the back between the Red Bull and Carrazzi. Carrazzi trying to make backup positions from when he went sideways into that final braking zone of the lap. It looks like he's just edged in front of the Red Bull for just a moment there. They're still side by side. Just barely. Oh, switched back and looked on board for the Audi. As Audis are both in P7 and P8. Looking like they're going to have to work together here to climb some positions. As Joe Weep is approaching the gearbox of Luke West, he's actually coming side by side now of the Haas. He's going to be able to edge out in front. He's deploying all the batteries you can see on the steering wheel. And as you can see, braking later though, is the Haas of Luke West, as there's still a little bit of contact, a little bit of real wobbling as Logan Ali takes the lead of this Grand Prix here. There's yellow flags all the way in the back. What's happened there? Who's in the wall? Oh, someone's in the wall. And it's the Red Bull of Ricci. Unfortunate for him, but at your front, Sebsu is having a brilliant fight with Joe Weep, your pole sitter for today. He's dropped all the way down to P4, but he's moved up to P2 in just a few moments. As Ricci retires in the pit lane after not wanting. There's a bit of rubbing for the wall of the Audi of Carrazzi, who's moved all the way up to P5 after having that collision with the front runners of Logan Ali and Joe Weep. Karasu now. He's actually gaining on the light to GT, looking like to separate the Ferraris who are in P3 and P4, looking quite comfortable in the constructors as Luke West, he's in the barriers from what it seems, but he's able to recover out and drive back onto the circuit after dropping now all the way into P10. Unfortunate for the Haas driver. And we hope to see him look at the front wing, as there is front wing damage for the Haas car. Not sure what happened there, maybe just a bad exit. As the Alpine of Joe Eep is looking for a move on the Aston Martin, but Seb Su is looking to take advantage again, as Logan Ali just squeezes him out, as there's even more problems at the back. I'm not sure from who, from what it looks like. As Karazu's now looking for a move, side by side with Elijah GT, and he does separate the Ferraris heading into turn 3. Brilliant driving from the Audi. As you could say, it could go either way. Karazu's in a Ferrari sandwich, or Elijah GT's in an Audi sandwich. It goes either way. Depends who's going to make the overtake first. Ooh. Ooh. But Logan Ali is now starting to look a little bit comfortable here. As Joey, where'd Joey? Joey got all the way down to P13. What happened to the Alpine? Not a clue there, but something has indeed happened with that car. I'm not sure what though. Las Vegas is quite a fun track to race around in my opinion. I think it's quite lively, but some people may disagree. Oh, there's yellow flags all the way at the back here. What's happened there? It looks like it's the other Alpine has just putting it into the barrier just gently there. As both your Haas drivers are in the lower positions of this Grand Prix. As Luke West started at the front and is not able to keep it, as Karasu is actually in the race lead now, as Logan Ali is going for the move into turn 1, and he gets the move done on Seb Su. Brilliant overtake from the Aston Martin, as the Elijah GT is just having to go a little bit defensive on the Audi of Suez, as there's a massive sandwich now between Karasu and Suez, all of them in the Audi sandwich. Logan Ali looking for a move, just giving him a little bit of worry. But you know Karasu, he's a calm and composed driver, and he won't be that much worried, as I would think. As Logan Ali did look a little bit feisty into the Las Vegas Fear section, but nothing too bad. On the defensive is Karasu, having to park the Audi car in the middle of a little bit of contact with the barrier. Oh, gaining is Seb Su now. Gaining and gaining and gaining is the Ferrari car. But he's turned off the battery to not deploy too much and ruin his chance of taking a race win today. It's a massive lifting coast here. Absolutely massive. And he's going to be looking for a move onto the Aston Martin of Logan Ali. He's drinking the battery. He's draining it all. He wants to look for the overtake now. Is he going to get it done? No, he is not. As his teammate Elijah GT looking for the double overtake. And he gets it done. Brilliant move from the Ferrari driver, as we just had an absolute cinema seat from his teammate of Seb Su. I think I'd pay to watch that again, you know. Absolutely beautiful. Is Seb Su is putting a little bit of pressure on Logan Ali, as he wants to get that Ferrari double podium, to get them back in that constructors fight, to cement them again for a brilliant duel with the Audis and the Haases. But the Haas aren't looking that strong as of current, as they're in P12 and P13, as there is a little bit of a tap of the barrier from Karasu just on the exit of that sphere section. As Elijah GT is getting on Karazu now. Is he going to look for the move? Heading into the final braking zone of the lap. No, he's not. He's just going to stick behind here. But Logan Ali doesn't want to stick behind. Look for the double overtake. Sticking a nose in there. But he's not going to let it do on Elijah GT. He's not going to go. He's not going to be on the worst side of it. It's Sebs who's looking for a move as well. But he actually dives into the pit lane here. I feel like that might be a bit early for a one stop. That is crazy. As we're on lap 10 and there has been no safety cars of the sort, no virtual and no full. Brilliant racing right now. As Luke West is rapid right now, but he just isn't near the front to make use of that pace. Maybe he'll be able to climb back up with everyone else. It's Tomsy! Tomsy is out, unless he is retired in the pit lane. I believe he has. That could have been double points for Haas if he did not retire. Maybe he just did that instinctively. Maybe he will regret that in the long run. Well, he is a reserve driver, but maybe Haas will regret that in the long run. Karazu is now looking for the move on Elijah GT, but he got to be careful as Logan Ali is looking for the move on him. He's absolutely hunting down him. Now, is he going to make the move here? Is he going to go for it? It looks like he is. He just edges in front of the Aston Martin. Oh, brilliant fighting from what it looks like. As the Audis are having a scrap as well. And Suarez just starts dominance over Karazu after starting lower down the grid. In P10, I believe. Yes. After starting in P8, then dropping to P10, Suarez has moved up all the way to P3 already, looking for a good dominant drive here on those 10-lap-old medium qualifying tyres. And there's yellow flags in Sector 3. What's happened in Sector 3 now? T10 Jack is just off of the circuit. He's not looking that good. He's looking like he's just stopped to get out the way. Ooh, I'm riding the curb there beautifully. It's like he's on a skateboard. He's actually not on a skateboard, but you know what I mean. I think you get it. Sorry guys, I'm just a bit tired. As Lucas Racing has made the overtake on level 0, but is he going to bite back in the Red Bull? Not yet, but he might have a word to say on the back straight. But Logan Ali might have a word to say on Elijah GT on the back straight as well. It's looking like he's gaining, but is he going to gain enough to go for the move here? He looks like he is. Sending down on the inside. Aston Martin not able to edge out in front though. Brilliant driving from Logan Ali to keep in that fight of the Ferrari as he dives into the pit lane as well. And Suarez follows him as Karazu and Elijah GT are currently the front. At the front. As we'll see where they will come out in our order. Now, your a provisional race leader, the person who should inherit the race lead, should be Sebsu, as only having 2-lap-old hard compound tyres. As he is the driver in P4, the furthest driver up to have boxed. Oh my god, I feel like I'm half asleep. Holy moly. As there's a bunch of yellow flags. I'm not sure. Why are so many yellow flags being caused? By T10 Jack. He has no front wing right now. That is the definition of driving a car without the front wing. Oh, 10-second time penalty for Jack in the pit lane. He retires in the pit as well, not wanting any more to do with this Grand Prix. As Elijah GT and Karazu want to do more with this Grand Prix, as they're having a brilliant fight at the front here, but Karazu just asserts a bit of dominance and sticks in front. But we know Elijah GT deploys a lot more battery here on the inside, it looked like, but he doesn't want to go for it when there is no space. I'm looking for the switchback now, but he's not able to put his Ferrari car down. I genuinely am half asleep. Holy. Meow. 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 As Light GT is gaining on Karazu, looking for the move here into the final braking zone of the lap. He's gaining by quite a lot, and he gets the move done before the corner. Brilliant driving from the Ferrari to edge out in front. Ooh, looked like a bit of contact could have been brewed there between these two, but nothing of the sort happened, as these two are very clean drivers here in GF1R. Suez sets the fastest lap time in P5 and is looking quite rapid with his pace. Holy. Oh, looked like a slide of the race for Karazu just on the exit there. Heading into the back straight. As Logan Ali and West, they're having a brilliant fight here. Heading into the back straight where your leaders are just on now. As Karazu has made the overtake on Elijah GT, but will he make it stick? Will Elijah GT bite back? No, he won't. He won't go for it again. Heading in to the final braking zone of the lap. I am tired. Celeste is just on the gearbox of Logan Ali now, looking for the overtake. Is he gonna get it done? No, he is not. He's not planning on making the move there. He's just going to step behind in P6. These two have been at it all race long. No matter if it's against each other or just in the Grand Prix in general, they've been having brilliant fights up and down the grid, and it's looking absolutely phenomenal from them all. was Elijah GT diving into the pitch? Yes, he is. Now this might be time for Karazu to go punch time now. He's going to want to make as big a gap as possible before losing it. He doesn't want to get an absolutely atrocious lap time, because if he does, then he's not going to be able to go very quickly. And if he doesn't go very quickly, then that's going to be an absolute crash out. As he's looking quite rapid. Looks like he's gapping Sexu. Is Logan at a lead now? Just making the overtake on Sebsu, heading into turn 4. Kubsok is out. What's happened to him? Oh, he's retired in the pit lane. I swear to God, when people are out in this league, they give me heart attacks. I think they've retired and something's happened on track when they've not. They've just retired in the pit lane and they give them heart attacks and make me think that they've actually died and DNF'd on the track. Sorry. But yeah, punching on it is going to be Karazu, because he knows he's going to have to make as big a gap as possible before he dives into the pit lane. Now, if I'm right, Logan Ali will be your race leader after Karazu boxes. But will that mean that Logan Ali will win the... Does that mean Logan Ali will win the Grand Prix? Nobody knows how this fairy tale will end as Celeste makes the overtake on Sebsu into the final braking zone, as Karazu does indeed dive into the pit lane. And we'll have a great close fight here at the start of lap 18. As looking for it now is Celeste. And he just gets the overtake done. And he comes out into P1 as Karazu looks like he comes out the pit lane into P5. And both your Ferraris are in P3 and P4, looking quite comfortable for the Constructors' Championship. On board with Sebsu now. We're going to see if we can see any action. And if we can see any action, then it will be quite nice, you know. Oh, is it looking like a quite good fight at the front? So, as Sebsu does have 3 seat tickets to this. As it's looking like Logan Ali is going to make the move onto Celeste. Is he going to go for it? Heading into the final braking zone of the lap. Yes, he is. Brilliant overtake from the Aston Martin man. Is they have a 2-lap tyre offset to Sebsu. He's just in P3. But that isn't really hindering his pace right now. He's just coming up to the gearbox of Celeste. Is he going to go for the overtake heading into turn 1? Battery down. Battery deployed. Is he going to go for the move here? No, he is not. He's just going to stick behind. Heading into turn 1s and turn 1 and turn 2. But yeah, it looks like Light GT is gaining on those medium compound tyres to your front running 3. And they might want to work together to try and keep that gap between Elijah GT. But Sebsu probably won't want that to happen because of the Constructors' Championship. That's what I want never. Whereas the West is looking for a move, heading on to the back straight. Sorry, whilst we're on the back straight. As it's a brilliant move from the Audi driver, as he knows he has more pace and he wants to start to break away from the rest of these Grand Prix drivers. As Elijah GT has almost already catched up and made the time up from his pit stop. in that Ferrari car. As they're going to lead for the move again in the final corner. Brilliant, daring overtake from the Aston Martin. What a move from him. You're way too beautiful, girl. Front row seats to the Netflix drama of Logan Ali versus Celeste. Muhammad Ali versus Celeste, you could say. That would be pretty funny of a title. Someone's going slowly into Sector 3, but it's just be positive in his McLaren. Nothing to worry about, ladies and gents. Okay, let me do something funny here. Welcome to the Netflix documentary of Muhammad Ali versus Kim Kardashian West. It's going to be a crazy fight here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready to get for late night boxing here in Formula 1. But I'm just kidding, as the West is looking for the overtake here onto the Aston Martin driver, and he just gets it done. Brilliant overtake from him. Light GT is gaining right rapidly. Logan Ali is looking for the same move that he did on the last lap. Mr. West just has enough pace, and he's learned from the last time that he can be quicker throughout there, and he's gonna need to be quicker to make sure that he doesn't keep going back and forth, because he doesn't want that in the final lap. And Logan Ali willing it at the death. That's what he would not want. As Lucas Racing and Joey having a brilliant fight, your pole sitter in P7. But he's just trying to make his way back at the field, but he's not able to do that after having that massive collision. So Light GT is only 1.3 seconds off the gearbox of his teammate Sebsu, which is the last driver of that leading pack. And Karazu is going to want to stick with him, so we could have a five-way fight here for the lead. And it could be quite scrappy, you know. There's only 3 podium places and only 1 winner. And the Ferrari of Sebsu will want to extend his championship lead, so he's going to be as thirsty for it as anyone else. As you see, Logan Ali is the only Aston Martin, so he'll be the only one having a proper fight, as he's the one making the move, heading into the braking zone. Taking first. Brilliant driving from the Aston Martin there. What an overtake. But is West going to do what the Aston Martin did before into the final turn? He's going to go for the move. Brilliant overtake. Heading down into turn 1. What a move from the Audi driver. He's just done a copy and paste. He's done an Oscar Piastri and said, I understand it now. Brilliant move from the Audi driver, if I say so myself. You're a beautiful girl. That's why. Ooh, a little bit of wall contact there for Sebsu. As, am I right in saying that Light GT has overtake mode? No, he does not. But he's charging a lot of battery to get it, because he knows that he can catch up to this front pack. As your top 5 are all separated within a few seconds of each other, and all are in between of overtake. And it's a brilliant driving from here. Yes, Doki's looking quite competitive right now. We've seen a lot of overtakes on this back straight in the Grand Prix. Is there going to be another one done from our top 5? Is it going to be one done? It's looking like Logan Ali's going to want to move on to Celeste. Is he going to get it done? It says caution in sector 3. Someone's off. And it looks like, who is it? Looked like it was Lucas Racing just for a moment. As I heard a wall thud. Not sure for who, as your Ferraris are just right next to each other here. Like GT looking for a fight. And Light GT gets the move done on those 6-lap old medium compound tyres and moves up to P2. Brilliant driving from the Ferrari. And he's still side by side heading into turn 3. Is he going to get the better exit than the Aston? Yes, he is. Just edging in front. He's going to go for another move onto the Audi. Brilliant driving from the Ferrari to move all the way up from P4 to P1 in the space of just a lap. But Logan Ali, he's going to go for another fight here. Is he going to go for the inside line? Yes, he is. Just a little bit wide there for the Ferrari driver. But he's still able to keep his line on the massive slide of the rears for the Ferrari of Elijah GT. SOS now, he's having a brilliant fight at the front. P3, he's just at the further back of this pack here as Seb Su's in P4. Karazu looking for the move onto the Ferrari driver. Is he going to get it done? Still side by side, heading in to the back straight now. Is he going to get the move done? Yes, he is. Into P4 is the Audi. Who's going to be the first one to make an overtake now? Is Seb Su going to go for a move here? It looks like he might be. Can have a brilliant camera angle. Is there going to be any moves? Both your Audis are looking side by side. SOS just concedes the position from his teammate, not wanting any unnecessary drama at the front. As Logan Ali, oh, brilliant fight for P5 as the Audi just edges in front. As Gearsab has retired from the session on the circuit, he's in the wall. Is that going to be a safety car? We're too late for a safety car here, ladies and gents. Which means we'll keep on racing here in GF1R. Too late into the laps. That's right, whatever way. Hey. Hey. Who's going to be the driver looking for the move here? It looks like it might be Karazu. Is it going to be 3 wide? No, it's not. It's just going to be Karazu looking for P2. Is he going to get the move done? Karazu and Logan Ali both into the wall as Logan Ali resets the track and Karazu is just sitting there for a second. I'm not sure if Logan Ali is allowed to reset the track. I'm not sure he is. There's a Ferrari 1-2 right now. As some may say, Viva Las Vegas. But right now it's Forza Ferrari. But if I was Elijah GT, I'd drop back just a tad to let my teammate into my overtake mode so he does not get eaten up by SOS. A very, very clean but aggressive driver. As Karazu and Logan Ali, do they both have front wing damage? We know Karazu does. Does Logan Ali? Yes, he does. Both your drivers involved in that incident have front wing damage, but Logan Ali reset to track, and I'm not sure if he's allowed to do that, so that might be a position swap as Luke West sets the fastest lap on soft compound tyres because he thought, why the heck not? I'm in the points anyway. So West is looking just on the gearbox of the Ferrari car of Seb Su as Elijah GT did exactly what I said, and it's less his actual pace, where he's just dropped back a bit for his Ferrari teammate to give him slipstream so he doesn't get absolutely eaten up by the Audi car. Seb Su concede the position to SOS. Now he's going to get overtake mode on this lap, and so will SOS. Now that's not benefited the Ferrari driver of Elijah GT, who's on the faster compound tyres, and he could just try and break away now. It's Seb Su's looking for the move here into turn 1. Is he going to send it on the inside? No, he's not. He's going to keep it safe. Maybe he's saving the battery for later in the lap. 60, maybe 70% is the record for him as the rest is low on the battery. Wow, Seb Su is quite high on it. He's got quite a lot in the bank. He's got quite a lot in reserve. he's going to have to make good use of it to get Ferrari 1-2 here in Las Vegas. Heading into Las Vegas Fair now, let's talk about Elijah GT. Some may say he's been second best to Sebsu all season. Some may say he's been the worst Ferrari driver. Now, if he keeps the first place in this Grand Prix, he would prove all the haters wrong. He'd prove the doubters wrong and say, I am here to have a good fight for the championship. Don't forget about me. I'm here as well. As who has more battery? Suest or Sebsu? It looks like it just goes to Sebsu there. Who's going to get in front? Is it going to be Sebsu? He doesn't look like he has enough battery on the final lap as locking up his Suest. Maybe Sebsu can get it up here into the final corner, but Elijah GT comes home to win the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it's a brilliant drive from him today. But some may say it's Viva Las Vegas. The P1 and P3 Ferrari. Viva Las Vegas has been scrapped. And Buzz Ferrari is what has happened here tonight in GF1R. As Carrazzo, after that incident, has dropped all the way down to P5. As your pole sister Joeep, after his also incident, dropped in to the lower stages of P7. And Nick West also had an incident and is in to P8. But let's not take anything away from your race winner today here in Elijah GT. Some may say he's been second fiddle all season long to Sebsu, but nothing has happened. Nothing has gone his way this season, but it has today. He has been second place. He's taken that second place trophy so many times to his teammate. He's been the worst one, but guess what? He's taken that top step. He's taken the win at GF1R today, and he said, fuck the doubters, I'm here to play. Now I'm going to see if I can try and do a bit of maths for you guys, but I'm not that good at it. I believe Ferrari will take your constructors standings lead, but like GT does get 25 points, but I believe Sebsu will still keep your championship lead here, ladies and gents. At the top step goes to Elijah GT as he hoists the trophy up in the air for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, and it is Suest in P2, brilliant driving from the Audi driver, and in P3, his teammate of Sebsu, your championship leader, retains the championship lead. And I believe that's constructor's lead for Ferrari. Brilliant driving there from the constructor in general. As we'll see you all next week in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.